What it do? It's your girl Just Bentley, and here we are at episode 2 of Beyond the Timeout. As you can see, I got a very, very special guest, man. And you know what? I could introduce him for you, but I'm gonna let him tell his story, man.
What it do, y'all? What it do? Man, it's your homie Beretta Biz. For those who don't know me, man, pleased to make y'all acquaintance, man. Man, what can I say? I'm just your everyday working man. You know, rap extraordinaire, coolest guy on the planet, whatever you want to call me. But you know, I'm here and I'm glad to be here. I appreciate you bringing me on.
For sure. Yeah. See, now he trying to be a little modest. He trying to act like he don't be really out here spitting bars. But I'm finna let y'all know, man, this man is a real lyricist, man. He trying to downplay it, but you know, I'm gonna let him have his moment. I have his moment. But yeah, I appreciate you coming on Beyond the Timeout as well.
Thank you.
So just give the people, you know what I'm saying, like a little backstory. Like, what's a typical day for you?
So basically, for me, I'm like nonstop for the most part. I get up and go to work 3:30 in the morning. To work up until 5:30, 6:30 sometimes. Ooh. So yeah, like I'm working constantly, and you know, after that, eat, go to sleep, and repeat. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much that. Even on the weekends, I work 12-hour shifts. You know, so yeah, I'm working.
So the one of the reasons why I brought you on this podcast was, you know, I see your grind, I see your work ethic, but I also saw that you know what I'm saying, you had to sit down for a minute. So I kind of want to, you know, dig a little bit deeper in what happened? Like, how did you get your injury? And let the people know what, you know what I'm saying, what you injured and everything.
So basically, as I was, you know, to segue from working, that's exactly what I was doing. As y'all may know, you know, if you're from Memphis or even pretty much most of the country, earlier in the year, we had like a huge snow and ice storm that affected most of the country. And I was off for like probably a week, and they gave us the opportunity to come back to work if we wanted to. You know, it was going to be overtime, inclement weather pay, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm like, well, the road's clear enough for me to drive, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go on and go in. Yeah. And on that day, I mean, it just felt like a typical. I've worked snow days throughout the years. I've been with my job for almost 20 years now, so I've worked these days. But this particular day, normally we just be out there maybe like trying to clear out some more paths on campus. I work for the U of M, by the way.
Okay. Shout out U of M for sure.
No doubt, Tigers, go Tigers. But this particular day, me being a locksmith, they had us going around checking doors, making sure. You know, stuff was secure and stuff. Yeah. And this particular door was still, the pathway to it was still covered in ice, a little small stairway. Yeah. It was still covered in ice. I had went to that door earlier that day, no problem, you know. I was able to traverse it, no slipping or nothing. Yeah. But we had to go back, and my supervisor was with me. Mm-hmm. He went first, and I'm coming behind him. And for whatever reason, when I hit like the last step and got to that landing, I hit this ice patch. Ooh. And I just pretty much lost my balance. I was trying to, I didn't slip at the time, but I was like
trying to catch yourself.
Yeah, trying to catch myself. And then it came to like where the ice was done, and it was a dry part, and that's where my feet landed. Ooh. And my ankle. I pretty much broke my ankle. I fractured it in 2 different places trying to catch myself. Yeah. My leg went behind me. All that. It was real crazy, like some stuff you see, you know,
that sound like
online. And
right, that's what I'm gonna say. Like, that don't even sound real, but I know it really happened though.
Right. Oh, and I knew as soon as it happened, I told my supervisor I was laying there, I was sweating, I was hot. It was cold as a mud, but I'm hot now. I told him, I'm like, I broke it. I broke something. I knew it.
So like when it happened, did you hear like a crack?
I didn't hear a crack, but I just felt. I knew how my leg, you know, how it twisted. I'm like, this not gonna be good. There's more than just a sprain. You know what I'm saying? Man. And come to find out.
So did you have to go to the doctor that day or the emergency room?
Yeah, I went to the emergency room. Okay. The ambulance came. First, the fire department came because they always respond first. Yeah. And I was asking, one of the guys was like, it's probably just a sprain. You know, I'm kind of hopeful. I'm like, okay, like it happened to me before. I'm like, all right, can you walk on it? So I was walking on it, but it was real tender. It was already, you know, and I could tell it was swelled up.
And that's what I was thinking too, because when I had my injury, I kept coaching. Like I didn't even know that I had tore something. Like I didn't hear no pop or nothing like that.
Right.
But it was very difficult for me to walk.
Right.
And when I went to the doctor, he was like, I can't even believe you walking because I've never seen somebody walk with a torn Achilles. So to hear you saying like, you know what I'm saying, you had to go through that whole process. You think it maybe just be a sprain, but you ended up, breaking it. Like, oh my goodness.
At that moment, I'm able to walk because it's still fresh. You know what I'm saying? My body hadn't adapted to, okay, this is what happened. But
right. Later
on that day, man, walking was done.
My
ankle was
my
up
goodness.
like a basketball.
I felt that. I feel you on that one. So going through that process, you had to go to, you got in the ambulance and all that stuff, whatever. You get to the doctor, they let you know what happened.
Right.
From that moment, like, what struggles did you face?
So for me, just right after that moment, they discharge you. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't drive up there. Like I said, the ambulance brought me.
Yeah.
So they gave me some crutches. Never had to use crutches before.
Yeah.
I still got my backpack. I got all my belongings with me.
Yeah.
I can't put my shoe on, so I'm having to put my shoe in my mouth. You know what I'm saying? To try to work the crutches.
The crutches,
yeah,
right,
so
right. Did they show you how to use the crutches?
Nah, they just
gave them to you.
So it was a
goodness.
struggle from the jump for me. You know what I'm saying? But I worked with it. There's a couple people helped me. I was trying to get something to eat. They helped me carry my bag. It was some I met a lot of nice people during.
During that's good. Yeah. So like, how did you get home? Like you couldn't drive. You had to get a ride.
Yeah,
I got
a ride. One of my coworkers.
Okay. So when you got home, you know what I'm saying, you can't walk, so you not getting up, doing your like normal day to day. So did you have to have like somebody with you, or like you just on the crutches fending for yourself?
Yeah. Well, I was thugging it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My baby mom, she stay out of town, but she would come, periodically.
Yeah.
But that was
shout out to baby mom though for coming through. Shout out to her. Shout out to her for sure.
But for the most part, I'm doing everything on my own. Trying to, man, simple stuff that you take for granted.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
You're not
you
lying.
Can't do.
Like
I could barely. Not to be too personal, but I can barely bathe myself,
Nah, that's real.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
It's hard standing up in the tub.
Right.
But,
I swear, I went through the same thing. Like, just stuff that you don't necessarily think about that you do day to day. It's like a whole process. Like, you got to really sit there and think, like, okay, so how am I going to get from the bed to the restroom, or from the bed to the kitchen, or to the couch? You know what I'm saying? This is an everyday, process thing. Right. So I know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you used to the hustle and bustle. You used to getting up early and working and stuff. So at this point, you can't do that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like you pretty much trying to fend for yourself. You're trying to figure out like how you can do your daily routine. So what things did you go through, or what like mental process did you go through for that? Like, were you sad? Were you angry, frustrated, or?
So man, all of that, honestly.
Everything.
Like I remember the very next day after, and it take. Even though you hurt, you still, it take a minute to get used to it.
Yeah, like you think you can still do the same stuff.
So you go to get up and your body like, nah, bruh.
Yeah.
So that kind of broke me down. I feel like I'm a strong-minded individual.
Yeah.
But during that process, I went through some dark days, where I'm getting up, I'm like, I got nowhere to go. You know what I'm saying? I could get out and get on these crutches, but I don't want to, because it's a struggle trying to go grab things from the store, trying to go get something to eat. I'm having the bag tapping the crutch.
Right.
It was a lot, but I feel like it made me even stronger mentally to go through that, because you never know, I feel like we all got to go through certain struggles to realize, how strong we really are. But sometimes you got to go through a major struggle to really see where you are in life. And it helped me a lot in a lot of ways, spiritually, mentally, all of that good stuff. So
that's what's up. I know for me, like, I didn't think about, like, I would go to a place and be like, I'm just gonna go in and get some food. I'd be like, but I can't just go in. So then it turned into, well, if it's not a drive-through, I can't go. Or, well, I got to wait to, somebody can come with me to make sure that I can hold the drink and my bag, because I got the crutches.
Right.
So it's just like, you're not thinking about, that day to day. So I know for me that was a struggle, because I'm very independent. Like
Yeah,
I want to
like
go,
that.
like I'm getting in my car, I'm going doing what I want to do. But just
Right.
like how you said, like going to the store,
Right.
getting stuff, like you can't push a basket and have a crutch. So
Right.
it's only so much stuff you
much
can
you can do.
get, you
Right.
know. So yeah,
And
no.
then living in Memphis, you know, not that I ain't trying to shine a bad light on
Yeah,
Memphis,
but you be
I'm
real,
real.
be
You know
real
what I'm
though.
saying? You start to think like, man, I don't want to get caught out here slipping. You know what I'm saying? What if somebody on some bullshit this
Right.
day and be like, I'm gonna fuck with
And
them.
then you on the crutch, so then you gotta hit them with the crutch.
Right,
And then,
you know what I'm saying? But I can't
and
even
that's a
stand.
weapon
I can
too.
only stand on one leg, really.
Right.
So I'm at a
Right.
total disadvantage. You know,
Right,
you think
right.
about stuff like that, so you like, I ain't even going nowhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna just chill at the house.
Yeah, I ain't, you know,
yeah.
I might go somewhere early in the day.
Yeah. So I know you said like it kind of helps you as far as like spiritually, you know, and, you know, mentally and stuff like that.
Right.
So was there anything that you did that you wouldn't normally do on a regular day? Like I know, you know what I'm saying, you had to sit down, but did you like maybe start cooking more? Did you read books? Did you know what I'm saying, maybe like write goals down or something? Like was there anything that you did?
Prayer, honestly, you know, not to sound cliche, but
Yeah.
I try to talk to God way more than I ever
That's
had
real.
during that time period.
That's real.
I did some reading.
Yeah.
You know, I was writing some music.
Yeah.
Which, you know, kind of segueing into this album I'm working on.
Yeah.
I was writing a lot of stuff just being down because I ain't got nothing else going on.
Yeah. So in your music, are you talking about you being down?
You know what? I'm trying to think. Did I mention?
Oh, you trying to envision when you up, like when you walking again?
Normally I try to, you know, I try to talk about the
highs.
Yeah.
But he's so smooth with it though. Like that's what I'm telling y'all. He's trying to be humble and modest right now. But we're gonna put his link in this because y'all gotta hear this. Y'all gotta hear the vibes. Y'all just gonna be riding and be like, this nigga smooth. Like no lie, no for real.
Yeah,
but so what would you say that you learned about yourself? You know, during that time. Matter of fact, how long did you say you were down again?
I was down for. So, I'm really like just now kind of getting over it, honestly.
Okay.
But I was down for like 6 weeks, 7
Okay.
weeks, something like
Woo.
that, before I went back to work.
That's a time right there.
But I wasn't even. To me, I wasn't ready. They just kind of, I'm not going to say they forced me, but they really wanted me to come back to work.
Yeah.
So I was at work on the little scooter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That mean you really good at your job. They want you to come back like that. That mean they missed you.
I guess so. They just, we were so short-handed. They like,
Right.
you just need
That could have been that too.
Need you, bro.
Yeah.
I was down for about 7 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So within that, 6-7 week period, what did you learn about yourself? That maybe something you haven't noticed before.
So, I feel like I really learned how to accept vulnerability. You know what I'm saying? Just being, because when you're in that when you in that state, you are not you're not gonna feel your strongest. You're not gonna feel like yourself all the way. I don't care what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I had to accept that, bro. You're not Superman.
Oh my goodness! When you were just saying that, I promise you, I was thinking that because that's literally what I was thinking. I felt like I have been Superwoman this whole time. I felt like I can do this over here, do that. And then at that time, I just literally had to just stop.
Right.
Like there was, like you said, your body gonna tell you you got to sit down.
Exactly.
You know,
and
you
not in
kind of
control like you think. Yeah.
That's the part, man. Now that's real. That's real. So, what advice or what motivation would you give someone who's going through something similar?
So, man, I would just say, man, take everything day by day. You know what I'm saying? Don't allow your current state to affect, future goals, aspirations, anything like that. Because it was at a point where it was times I was looking out the window and I'm like, man, I ain't gonna never walk again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But don't let them voices in your head deter you, because it's a process. Everything is a process in life. I don't care what it is. If you try to skip through the process, you gonna fail. You gotta go through the process. So just go through the process, take it day by day, and stay hopeful no matter what. It's going.
Yes.
It was my pleasure.
For sure. Stay tuned. Episode 3 is on the way.
Peace.
Yeah.